Let's take a moment to really reflect on just how important sleep is, especially as we get older. Think about it. When you don't sleep well, everything feels harder. Simple tasks become exhausting, your mood takes a hit, and your body just doesn't recover the way it used to. But when you sleep deeply and peacefully, it's like everything clicks into place. You wake up with energy, your mind feels clearer, and your body feels ready for the day. It's not just about rest, it's about living life fully. And that's why learning these techniques and understanding the reasons behind your sleep struggles can be truly life changing. Because once you take control of your nights, your days begin to transform as well. It's a ripple effect that spreads across your physical health, emotional well being, and even your sense of hope. Quality sleep isn't a luxury, it's a foundational pillar for a vibrant, joyful life, especially after 60. Let's go a little deeper into why sleep becomes such a challenge after 60. It's not just about melatonin, although that's a big part of it. Our bodies also produce less growth hormone, which affects how we repair and regenerate at night. Joint pain, muscle stiffness, and even frequent trips to the bathroom can break your sleep cycle. And let's not forget the emotional weight we often carry. Worries about health, family, finances. All of these things add up, creating a perfect storm that makes it harder to get that restful, uninterrupted sleep you deserve. But the beautiful thing is that your body still remembers how to rest. You just need to remind it. And these techniques, they're like little keys that unlock that natural ability to relax. They're simple yet powerful. They don't require equipment, medication, or technology, just your own hands, your breath, and a willingness to reconnect with your body in a deeper way. Now, let's take a closer look at what happens in your brain when you begin using these sleep techniques. When you stimulate certain pressure points like the third eye or heart 7, you're not just calming the body, you're communicating directly with your nervous system. These points send signals that lower cortisol levels, slow the heart rate, and activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for rest and digestion. It's like flipping a switch from go, go, go to rest, recover, restore. For many people over 60, the body has spent years stuck in a state of stress or alertness. That's why falling asleep and staying asleep can feel like such a battle. But with repetition, these techniques begin to retrain the body to recognize when it's time to wind down. And over time, that nightly struggle can become a peaceful, predictable transition into sleep. Let's revisit the third eye technique for a moment. There's something deeply meditative about focusing on this point. As you press gently between your eyebrows, don't just think of it as a mechanical action. Instead, imagine you're pressing a pause button on your thoughts. Each gentle circle is like wiping away a worry or to-do list item that's been bothering you. Feel your forehead soften, your eyes become heavy, and your breath becomes slower. This isn't just relaxation, it's preparation. You're creating a sacred space for sleep, where nothing else matters except the peace you're about to enter. And when you do this consistently, your mind begins to associate this motion with rest. It becomes a signal, an anchor that tells your brain, it's safe now, we can let go. This small, quiet ritual has the power to dissolve anxiety and quiet mental chatter more effectively than many people realize. Now, the Heart 7 point. This one is incredibly powerful, especially if you're someone who tends to feel anxious at night. When you press on this point, imagine it as a valve, slowly releasing the tension held in your chest. Feel your heartbeat slow just a little. Feel your shoulders drop. If thoughts start racing, that's okay. Just return your attention to your breath and to the gentle pressure of your thumb. 1 minute on each wrist might seem small, but this simple practice can create a ripple effect throughout your body, inviting calm where there was once chaos. It can become a moment of mindfulness that helps you process the day's emotions, releasing them rather than carrying them into the night. And if you commit to this nightly ritual, it won't be long before your body starts responding automatically, slowing down, softening, surrendering to rest the moment your thumb finds that point. Ear massage might seem unusual, but it's one of my personal favorites because it works on such a deep level. Think about it. Our ears are connected to so many systems in the body. When you gently pull or rub them, you're not just relaxing the surface, you're sending signals through your entire nervous system. Close your eyes as you do this. Listen for your breath, maybe even the quiet sounds of the night around you. With each movement, imagine you're tuning out the noise of the day, letting go of every little thing that no longer needs your attention. This moment is yours and yours alone. The outer edges of the ear are filled with acupressure points that relate to different parts of the body, from the spine to the internal organs. Massaging these areas not only helps with relaxation, but may even support digestion, circulation, and hormonal balance, all essential components of restful sleep. When it comes to your feet, give yourself permission to really take your time. Our feet carry so much weight, not just physically, but symbolically. They're our connection to the earth, our foundation. As you massage the kidney one point, feel yourself becoming grounded. Feel the stress melting away, flowing downward, out through your toes. This is more than just a massage, it's a release. It's you telling your body, I'm safe, I'm supported, and it's okay to rest now. Spend as long as you need here, letting the sensations guide you into a state of complete ease. The kidney one point is especially significant in traditional Chinese medicine, associated with calming the mind and promoting restorative sleep. It's often referred to as the bubbling spring, a reminder that even in stillness, healing energy can flow. The abdominal touch is like the final gesture of a sacred ritual. It doesn't just bring your day to a close with a sense of comfort. It also sends a clear signal to your mind that it's time to shut down. With each gentle circular movement, you're calming your digestive system and activating areas of the brain linked to safety and well-being. It's a gesture of self-care we often forget, but one that has a deep impact. Imagine each movement as a soft wave dissolving the stress that built up throughout the day. Many ancient cultures understood the power of abdominal touch to promote deep rest and relaxation. And when this touch is done with mindfulness and respect for your body, it becomes almost spiritual. It's like a silent conversation between your hands and your heart saying, you can rest now, everything is okay. Now let's go beyond technique and talk about something even deeper, the environment you create for sleep. Because there's no point in doing the right practices if your bedroom isn't aligned with rest. Think about lighting. It needs to be soft, ideally with warm tones that don't trigger your brain's alert systems. Blue light from screens is a silent enemy of sleep, so try to avoid devices at least 1 hour before bed. Sound is also important. External noises like traffic or loud neighbors can keep you from reaching the deeper stages of sleep. If that's your case, consider using white noise or nature sounds like rainfall or soft wind, which help the brain slow down. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary, a place where your body feels safe, embraced, and at peace. The temperature of your room is another factor that often goes unnoticed, but directly affects sleep quality. As we age, our body becomes less efficient at regulating temperature. A room that's too hot or too cold can cause micro-awakenings throughout the night, preventing deep rest. The ideal temperature is usually between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, though that can vary from person to person. Wearing lightweight clothes, using breathable sheets, and avoiding heavy blankets can help your body stay comfortable. Some people have reported amazing improvements in their sleep just by adjusting the thermal environment. And if you want to take it even further, consider using gentle aromas like lavender or chamomile in a diffuser. The sense of smell is one of the most powerful pathways to emotion and memory, and it can be a great ally in your nighttime ritual. Now that we've talked about techniques, environment, and temperature, let's touch on something even more essential: rhythm. The human body loves rhythm. It responds incredibly well to predictability and repetition. When you establish a consistent nighttime routine, your body starts preparing for sleep before you even lie down. It's like an ancestral ritual that activates deep biological mechanisms. Taking a warm shower, dimming the house lights, doing your acupressure and breathing exercises at the same time every evening, these are powerful ways to signal your nervous system that it's time to rest. Over time, this rhythm becomes automatic. Your body naturally starts producing melatonin, your thoughts slow down, and sleep happens more easily. This is especially important for anyone who's struggled with insomnia or fragmented sleep, because your body can relearn. It just needs to be guided with consistency and kindness. And speaking of breathing, it's one of the most accessible and effective tools to calm your mind before sleep. Slow, deep breathing activates the vagus nerve, which connects your brain to the rest of your body and signals your system to shift into rest and digest mode. One simple technique is the 4-7-8 breath. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. When done for a few minutes, this practice can literally change your brain state, slowing down brain waves and promoting deep relaxation. Plus, by focusing on your breath, you distance yourself from those racing thoughts that often sabotage sleep. Over time, this becomes a calming reflex that kicks in every time you start breathing this way. It's like having a natural off switch always within reach. Another powerful practice is gratitude. It might seem too simple, but consciously giving thanks for 3 or 5 things before bed can rewire your mind. Gratitude activates brain areas linked to joy and contentment, reducing alertness and anxiety. You can be thankful for your health, a good conversation you had, the food you ate, or simply for the fact that you're lying down peacefully. This practice changes the way you end your day. Instead of falling asleep with your mind trapped in problems or worries, you drift into rest with a sense of completeness and safety. And this shift in energy directly affects how deeply you sleep, because when your heart is at peace, your body follows. Sleep then stops being a battle and becomes a gentle surrender. Now, imagine yourself 1 week from now, 2 weeks, a month into these practices. The acupressure, the conscious breathing, the welcoming environment, the sacred rhythm, the focus on gratitude. Little by little, your body begins to respond. Sleepless nights become less frequent. That nighttime anxiety starts to fade away, and you wake up not just rested, but renewed, with more energy, more clarity, and more motivation to enjoy life to the fullest. Sleeping well after 60 isn't a luxury. It's your right. And now you have real tools to achieve that. You're not alone on this journey. Thousands of others are already feeling the benefits of these practices, and you can be one of them.